What's the most awkward situation you were in? A couple years ago, my sister broke up with her boyfriend of 4 years, John. I guess my sister thought she could do better because she never gave him a reason. I felt really bad for him because I knew how much John loved my sister. He treated her well and even bought her a new car a week before she ended things with him, so he didn't understand where the breakup came from. I know how my sister is, and shortly before they broke up she started complaining about him over stupid reasons like showing up at her job as a surprise to pick her up or buying her roses. Basically she was complaining about things that any other girl would love. So when their relationship ended, I felt bad for John and started to hang out with him. He didn't do anything wrong and I wanted to remain cool with him, so we would go out to eat just to talk as friends and I would console him on the breakup. After all, he was a nice guy. One day, he was driving me back home after we went out to dinner and I had a couple of drinks in my system. He wanted me to get home safely so he drove me to the house. Keep in mind that my sister and I both still lived at home with our parents, so he was driving me home, and we decided to take the longer route which is on a quiet street so that we could finish listening to the song that was playing when we saw my sister's car parked on the side of the road. It was nighttime and her car was dark but we saw her shadow, and as we were driving slowly right by her car, we saw my sister mounted on some guy doing the deed with him. It was gross for me to see but I could only imagine the way that could have made John feel. His mood shifted immediately and I remember seeing tears well up in the corner of his eyes. I told him to quickly drive away so he did and he drove me home. At this point, I felt super bad for John, so I asked him to come in. We could have some ice cream and talk or watch a movie.